Hello, welcome to Northwest Connection podcast. This episode, we're joined by a band that embodies the darker side of alternative rock and whose sound is haunting as it is powerful. They create a unique atmosphere with brooding, grungy guitars and striking female vocals. Welcome, Kubrick Stare.
Thank you, lad.
I'm scared.
We've been here 10 minutes already. It's been chaos, so we'll see how this goes. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Go on, Libby.
I'm Libby.
Wonderful. Hello, I am Michael. It is nice to meet you.
Hello, I am Beaver. My name is Andy, but people call me Beaver for some reason.
And I'm Joe, I think.
And what do you do in the band?
I think.
Drums.
Drums
for me.
He's the drum boy.
Drums.
He's the drum boy. I am the bass boy.
I sing.
Guitars.
And how long have you been together?
That's a terrible
This
question.
lineup.
It's been just
Last
over a year.
January, yeah.
Just over a year, yeah. Because originally there were different members. You two have always been consistent members,
It
haven't
could
you?
be August.
You two were founding members.
Oh my.
And then the other members have come and gone. But then me and Mr. Beaver joined, and yeah, and the final lineup has been decided.
But then that's when we had 5 as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So it's been a
yeah.
4-piece since like
Technically,
August.
We've been a 4-piece since August.
Yeah.
And are you missing the 5th member, or is it working well just for?
I think it works better for everyone that we went separate ways. I'll say that.
Agreed.
I think musically it works a lot better as well, because like we were always very cluttered on stage. It's how to a less extreme standard. It's how I imagine Slipknot starting off, because we were playing all these gigs and they were like these 4 pieces, and so they had appropriate amount of space on stage. But then we'd come in with a 5-piece, we'd all be cramped.
Well,
we wouldn't be able to move.
Slipknot when they used to play in like the local scene, more than half of them would be on the floor because they had a massive drum kit that'd take up the entire stage. And the rest of them would be on the floor in the mosh pits with the crowd.
Yeah, we have also played on the floor.
Yeah. That was with bare minimum. It was just like sat on a pallet, and then
Yeah.
trying to get Libby on the corner.
You just stand there. You two can stand on the floor. That's fine.
And how did you all get into music, into performing? We'll start with Vive.
Oh, I've always been around music my entire life, like growing up with Kerrang on the TV and then Planet Rock in the car. And then I just started playing guitar when I was like 6, and they just took off from there.
Well, you've said as well, the thing that got you into rock and metal music was WWE.
That is a big part of it as well, because like my favourite wrestlers use like metal as their intro, and some of them still do. And it's spectacular. Like Motorhead on WWE as a kid was like, what's going on?
I've played music since I was little, I think. I think I was like 3 listening to a mix of Lady Gaga and Slipknot at the same time. I'd just switch, and then I started playing drums, and then just decided to play everything else. And then was like, no, I'll just sing instead. This is too much effort.
Well, when I was younger, I was a massive fan of Guitar Hero, and so like having that music throughout the house, like so I was always playing it, and that's what got me into more like rock music. 'Cause obviously it was never heard on like Wish FM and that, but it like I started off singing. I've sang all my life. When I was like 10. I sang in front of like 2,000 people. I had a solo, and I did Food Glorious Food, and it was glorious. But that's where like my love of music comes from. And I started off singing, and then I went to playing guitar, and then I started playing bass in college. And when I joined, these guys looked at me and went, "So, do you want to play rhythm guitar or bass?" And I went, "You gotta play bass," and I'm glad I did. Because I prefer playing bass, because it kind of like pops out a little bit more rather than the guitar you hear all the way through. The bass blends in, and it's just like, haha, hello. And when it comes out and you do a little piddling, it's great. I love it.
How about you, Joe?
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. Like my dad used to play in a band, so we had like guitars and basses in the house. So I sort of picked up that when I was little. Then I didn't touch anything for ages. And then all of a sudden, like I think it was after COVID, sort of decided I wanted to be in a band, which is how I found you on the internet, which was weird. And then obviously since then, me and Libby have been in Kubrick, and then
we
joined by the lads.
found Joe on the internet.
Yeah, I was the strange man from the internet.
They never learned about stranger danger in school.
Can we just go back a bit? If you were all wrestlers, what would you walk on song?
Oh no!
I've always struggled with this question because there's so much that I would love.
I'm a proper little weakling, me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be the type of guy who joins like the Royal Rumble, and he comes in all cocky and that, and someone just flips him out instantly. So it'd probably be like Walking in the Air, you know, that song from.
I've something whimsical like Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Well, I don't know what Tiptoe Through the Tulips. I think it's a bit too.
And you could, like,
it's a bit too spooky for me. You know what I mean? It's a bit too. Like,
it's menacing. It's that.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm walking in the air. You know, I just come in looking all hard and that, flapping in the wind. You know what I mean? I think it's a perfect little what's it called? Oxymoron.
Fair enough.
I think Double Yellows have started up again in the background, so it's gone loud.
It's gone loud. It's gone loud.
Go on, Beeve.
I'm honestly still like struggling to think of one because like I think Walk would be a great one by Pantera.
Yeah.
But I found out quite recently that Rob Van Dam used that in ECW days, which was like a very niche form of wrestling. It wasn't like mainstream like WWE was. Plus ECW, they never like paid for the rights or anything. I think they got sued by Metallica because one of the wrestlers was using Enter Sandman. So on any of like the reruns, they have to dub that music because Metallica just wouldn't give them the rights for it, which I think is a bit greedy. Honestly, I don't know. I'd probably have to. I'm still struggling.
This is your whole podcast now. we'll come back to you at the end, and you'll go.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I'm gonna go through my music catalogue and see.
All I can think about is Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. Can you imagine just like stepping out and it goes.
But then you've got to cut it off quick
good.
before it starts talking about fridges and stuff.
Yeah.
Colour TVs. Yeah.
But to be fair, it is one of the hardest intros of all time.
Oh, definitely.
To any song. But it's the fact that, like you said, they drop the hardest intro to any song ever and then start talking about microwaves and fridges and that.
Good.
It's class. It's class. Well, what you having, Joe?
I reckon Freak on a Leash, but just like the breakdown. And then
I thought he was improving for a minute.
The thing is,
Possessed
it's
by a
ironic
chicken.
as well because you'd shake your head like you got her. You know what I mean?
What are you saying? I do?
You know what I mean, though?
I have it on my back.
Yeah.
Beef's,
Yeah.
Beef's still looking up what he's going to pick,
Whipping
by
the
the
back
way.
whipping it about.
We'll get back to him.
Ask him at the end.
Be
Yeah.
at a random point.
When I was younger, I used to really be into like Black Veil Brides, but they're like kind of a cringe band now.
Yeah, your tears don't fall, lad.
That's
Come on.
bullet for my Valentine.
No,
You dipshit.
that's embarrassing. That's a humbling moment right there. Oh.
So what are your musical influences? We'll start with Lib.
All of it. No. I don't know. I couldn't really decide. I listened to a lot of Pearl Jam, Nirvana, The
Very
Cure.
grungy.
Yeah. I'm more of a grungy gothic sort of side of it, I would think. But then I also like weird stuff as well. Like Deep Sea Diver's not very grungy, and I love Deep Sea Diver.
Their
I've
new
also
album's
got.
amazing, by the way.
I don't even know what else I've got on my playlist. Florence and the Machine as well.
Oh, fire! Florence and the Machine's great.
Florence and the Machine, I think, was the thing that I sort of grew up with, like copying a sing, and then that's how I sang, I suppose.
How about you, Joe?
I have no idea. I'd say overall, a lot of the music that I listen to is like post-punk, and then sort of splitting off from there again, sort of goth and grunge and all that sort of stuff. But then there's also like jazz and more that side,
And
and the and K-pop.
Katy Perry.
Oh, Katy Perry, yeah.
And Mariah
To be
Carey.
fair,
The Queen.
mate, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've got into the car with you in the middle of summer, and you have been blasting Christmas music.
Yeah, but it's,
When
it's
we
good.
was, like-
It's good music all year
we
round.
was like building this room and get it designing for the entire time. It was like middle of August, heat waves. Yeah, Christmas music on.
It was
I
good.
remember your phone was down in that corner there.
Play it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's worn off.
It's not going well.
I think you literally live on the opposite side of everybody else.
I want to feel like an elf throughout the year, working hard, and then when it's Christmas, I want to relax and have a break
Do
from
you know
it.
what? It's valid. It's valid. You want your presents rather than to be made them. I get it.
Do you take a lot of influence from Christmas songs?
Not yet.
All
Not yet. It's coming.
Oh no. I think for me, when I was growing up, it was a lot of Nirvana and it was a lot of rock and metal. Because when I was younger, you've always got that teenage rage and you don't quite know what to do with it. So I got into metal music and like I would scream into a microphone to get my anger out, rather than punch a wall. But yeah, so it came from a lot of metal and stuff. But the more time that I've like sat with that, it's gone much more eclectic. It is literally a bit of everything. Recently, I'm on a bit of a Midwest emo kind of thing, just because I think the intros and like the musicality of it all is brilliant. I think the really intricate guitar parts to it are great. But then again, Pink Floyd's always been a massive influence as well, because Pink Floyd's just fantastic. They're just great.
For anyone who knows me, my favourite band ever has been Green Day.
Whip up the sleeve, lad.
You had to remember which arm it was on.
So they're like the biggest influence for me overall. But like growing up with like Kerrang, I was exposed to bands like Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy. So I've come from like a proper punky upbringing, but as well listening to Planet Rocket's bands like Deep Purple, Def Leppard, Pink Floyd. They was on the radio a lot, and then branching out into like the more metal stuff, so like Slaughter to Prevail, Slipknot, Holding Absence. Like it comes from all kinds of different places.
How would you describe the Kubrick sound to anyone that's not?
Well,
not
I was
heard
just
it?
about to
Weird.
say, I think it comes from a bit of everything. You can tell that there isn't one specific influence that runs through us. Like in all of our songs, they are very different in all of them, and I think that is. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer, but I think that is the answer. Like it's our sound is you never know what the next song is going to sound like. It could be something really intricate, or it could be something really ridiculously simple.
Rubbish.
Well,
You don't
that's
write.
for viewers to decide.
We
You
said
don't
it in
write to the specific genre sort of thing. You just.
No,
like,
we
yeah,
I
we
think
just write
it.
back-
We've said it in an interview, like we are what we play.
Yeah,
That's what it
It's
is.
a
Like
good way to think about it.
it's very basic and a bit like you said, a cop out answer, but it's true.
I think what makes it good is the fact that we're not trying to make music for other people. It's just we're doing it for ourselves and what we like, and then it's just other people can enjoy it as well if they want to. You know, there's like we're not trying to go for something. We're just doing
you're not
what
trying
we're
to sell
doing.
anything
Yeah,
particularly.
No.
You just like want
We
to
don't even
create
have any
music.
merch.
anymore.
No, we did.
No.
We did. We'll get some.
So you feel you don't fit into a genre as such? You just.
I think it would just be labelled under alternative.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, or like
Just
post
be
grunge or
like-
something.
There's stuff that
Yeah.
runs through it, so like grunge and post-punk maybe,
Yeah.
but you couldn't really look at any of the songs and say it should
Yeah.
go towards that in relation to the other ones.
Yeah, 'cause if you listen to like Killing Caroline, that is like straight like grunge, but then you listen to Sinking, that's got like jazz elements to it
Yeah,
with the
it's
chords that we
just-
use, and so
And in that song, I slap like it's funk.
yeah.
You
So
know,
there's no like
Elements of everything, really.
yeah,
like,
there's
you
nothing
don't
to like
feel
Yeah.
pin
like-
us down.
And like the solos are either really simple, non-existent, or really complicated. You know, there's not just like, oh yeah, just do the melody there. You know, like it's
There's
we
a
always
bit of
think
that.
of there is a little bit, but it's always like we find what fits. You know,
Yeah.
if it sounds
Yeah.
good, that's what we do.
Yeah. Right, whatever we think sounds.
It's all on feel rather than formula, I'd say.
So
Yeah.
initially it was primarily you, Joe, writing
always been
writing the tunes, but now you're this lineup, do you all write together? Like,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
more
those
often.
Well,
like,
I'd say the songs have always been written between the band, you know,
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
lineup was at the time. But now I think it's really good with the relationship that Beav and Michael have.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
like-
we went to school together,
Yeah.
so we've known each other for years.
So you've got like Beav and Michael that are really good at making stuff together, and then there's me and Libby that have
Yeah.
sort of
yeah,
done that with
it
all the other
fits
songs.
as well, 'cause, like,
it
me
just
and
sort
Joe
of
aren't very theory people, but
Yeah, well, we
Michael
don't
and
know
Beav
anything.
are. So it's like if we get stuck, they're like, "That sounds right, but this is."
that's what you
wrong."
need to
And
change.
then
Yeah.
it's like it just fits all together.
Because what we did for one of our recent songs was I brought one forward and said, so this is my general idea that I've got, and we've kept the instrumental. Beav has added a solo to it, and we all together wrote a verse instrumental. I came forward with ideas for lyrics, and then Joe went home, looked at them and tweaked them so they fit a little bit better, and so they
fit the
wasn't-
Kubrick sort of style.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds sort of bad and maybe a bit controlling, but I do prefer being able to write the lyrics myself, and it's not because other people can't write them or anything like that. Like you're all really good at writing songs. It's I've only written songs for us.
Yeah.
Other people have all written songs for other things, so it's.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to nail what we're going for.
It adds to the
Yeah,
consistency
you
as well.
do it rather
Yeah.
than anyone else.
Yeah, and it's
sort
not
of,
that
isn't it?
that's blocked off or anything. You know, obviously we've got Headspace. I know, Beav, you've written some stuff for a new song that
I'm in the
we'll
process of
be
writing
working
one
on.
currently, but I need to give it to
Yeah.
the lyric guru first to get his approval.
The guru is the right way to say it, 100%.
And if you could pick one musician that's inspired you the most, who would you pick?
It'd be impossible to say like as a group. I think.
I think
Yeah,
for myself, it
good.
would be Kurt Cobain. Not necessarily in the lyrical content or how he plays, but it was the fact that he literally would sit there and just play and thought, hey, that sounds right, I'll do that. You know, it's because he had absolutely no theory.
Yeah.
But the fact that he just thought, yeah, that sounds good, I'll do that.
Yeah,
That's
Kurt Cobain would sit in a dark room and just like figure out chords himself, and he's just like, oh, that sounds nice. Like when he was doing About a Girl, he played E minor to G, then went completely off key into a C sharp.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that sounds right but wrong. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And like having that kind of dissonance there really helped Nirvana's sound. And I think it's because once you get into music theory, it can be a little bit of like
You can
a
get
jail.
stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
it's
why
like,
I've
oh,
never
man,
learnt it.
That won't go there. That I can't do that
Yeah.
because of that.
Because then there's a right and a wrong.
But that's why it
rather than-
works well with having two really good people at theory.
Two good
Yeah.
musicians.
Good musicians, two real musicians, and then we can go. It sort of works.
Because you need the, and no offense, like the untrained ear for it. Because like with me and Beav, because like we did music performance at college, so like we had it drilled into us what you should and shouldn't do. Whereas Libby, you did music tech,
Yeah.
and Joe, you did engineering. So so like there's the difference there, but it works. It works.
Do you ever come up with a lot of material that you get rid of, or
Loads.
is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
over
I
the
think
last
it's
4
for
Joe
years.
everyone.
does
but-
that we've probably not seen.
Well,
but-
even the stuff that I've sent to you,
But
and then it's just
yeah,
sort
there's
of.
been probably 2 sets of lyrics that I've seen. Never
Sets.
anything come.
There's been
of,
way more than
but
that, I'm sure.
Not
But-
on my notes app. There's
Oh.
not, but
It doesn't even get that,
Not
that
ones that
far.
I've saved.
If you were to go through my phone, there are literally thousands of notes of just like either 2-liners,
I've
3-liners,
nothing.
or full songs that
Yeah,
I've just
'cause-
never either brought to the table or like worked on by myself.
Cause I'm also Lemon-Gandy, big up Lemon-Gandy. I'll write songs and I'll think,
It's quite good.
but I'll write a song and I'll think, does that fit Lemon-Gandy, or does that fit Kubrick?
yeah.
And it's the okay, so I'll show that to Kubrick, and I'll keep that bit for myself, because it's some things that I write, are just not Kubrick at all.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Do you all get nervous about showing each other ideas, or?
Honestly, no. At the beginning, I did, but now that I know how. Because the thing is,
Now you
it's,
know Joe's a control freak.
Yeah.
That makes me smile really bad.
I think at the start we were all very like deadpan. Whenever you try and show us anything, we'd just look at you and just be like, yeah,
yeah.
and then just not.
Yeah.
I think what makes it easier as well, if we were to bring something to the table, it wouldn't be a case of like, no, it's crap. It'd be a case of, it's all right, but we can make it better. So like when we were writing Velvet, I brought chords and a riff up to the table. And
not stayed the same.
It's not, but it has at the same time. So like the foundation of it is what
Yeah.
we've worked into the verse of that song. The riff has been like scrapped, and it's been completely reworked. But that was the good thing about it. It wasn't like, oh nah, fuck that. It's not good. But we worked on it, and we've come up with a song that we really enjoy.
Yeah.
It started off as Beaver's song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's not my song anymore.
yeah, it completely changed.
Is your
And
idea?
now that's called
Velvet.
and it's not out yet.
No.
No.
It will be. We've booked recording, so finally with Alfie. So
Alfie, big shout out.
Did
to
you have
Alfie.
a musician that inspires you the most, or?
I couldn't say. I think Kurt Cobain would be the most similar in
Yeah,
terms of
throughout
how
all
I
of
do
us.
things. Obviously not as talented, but you know, we could try.
Is Dave Grohl an OK option, or is he still
Dave Grohl knows what
is he
he's
still
doing.
hated?
It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's not been on stage in a while.
No.
We'll carry on with what's your favourite Nirvana song. We'll actually each member.
Oh Jesus.
Have you got a
Christ.
favourite?
You know what? I do have a favourite, but I always feel bad saying it's my favourite because it's not really Nirvana because it's Dave Grohl singing it and it's Marigold.
Is
That's
it
a
I
tune.
love Marigold,
Yeah.
but it's not really.
There could
not
be a
really
good lemon
Nirvana,
candy
is it?
version of that, actually.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's like me saying my favourite Nirvana song is Kurt Cobain singing Beans.
Decent
Yeah, I
song.
know.
I'm gonna stop you there, don't
I'm not going to do a rendition. I'm not. But it's just like this heroin-fueled fever dream, you know. But
That's what practice is like, isn't it?
yeah. but yeah, I think Marigold is a first shout. It really is. 'Cause mine's a bit more traditional in probably school. Just
Yeah.
'cause I think it's one of the most simplistic riffs you can possibly do. It's
Yeah,
two
it's
notes.
so good, isn't it?
It's two
Yeah.
notes, but the fact that the way he plays it and the distortion he's chosen to use, it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, go on, Beef.
I like Mr. Mustache
Mr. Mustache, what a tune.
or Drain You. Just for
Drain
that
You's
that
good.
scream at the end.
Yeah.
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 You can just hear the emotion in it
That's
rather than like any like purposeful musical talent.
Mm.
Kurt Cobain just had that naturally. It was that emotion in that scream. It was biblical.
I think like I was stuck between school and territorial pissings, just because of the ending, because it is just so like you can ask anyone and his voice sounds awful. The way he's screaming, it's just not. It's genuinely doing everything wrong and it sounds bad. But the fact that it's the emotion behind
Yeah,
it, and
yeah,
it's
what-
just
what a
like
tune.
he blew
Yeah.
his voice out
Yeah.
just to get that right at the end, to get it all across and show how much effort
How
he was
passionate
putting
he
in.
was
and
about
passion,
it,
yeah.
I've seen the documentary where Butch Vig, the producer of Nevermind, talks about like recording that album, and he blew his voice out after pretty much every song recording, except the obvious softer ones like
Yeah.
Polly. He blew his voice out so many times recording that album, but he just carried on doing it because he just wanted to make that album.
It's just the respect there. It's the wanting to get it done. 100%. What's yours, my guy?
I have no idea.
Connection there.
That was filmed if you want to press charges. Quite
I
harsh.
don't know. I think Territorial Pistons you mentioned because it's the only song that I can sing. But then like these is it verse chorus verse that they did, which was like an outtake.
Yeah, well, that's a
I
tune,
think it's a
isn't it?
really
Yeah.
good song. Yeah.
That'll be-
Same thing. It's just like pure. He's obviously just sat down and gone. That sounds good. That's what I'm doing. So
Yeah,
I
and
kinda
Endless
like that.
Nameless.
Actually, have you seen, you know, they unplugged? Have you seen when he sings, what's the song at the end? Where
Where did you sleep last
Have
night?
you seen the bit
That it's
before he
haunting.
screams? Where it's like
Genuinely, I've got goosebumps now because it's
mind blowing,
it's the
isn't it?
fact that he delivers this absolutely incredible performance of a song, and then right at the end he does this massive scream, and then he opens his eyes and you can see just like the light
Yeah.
leave his eyes, and then he carries back on. Because when you know the context for that as well, the fact that he was going through insane heroin withdrawals, he was off his face on methadone. It was one of the last performances they did. The whole thing was like a funeral because
Yeah.
it was so laid back, and it was,
And
you know.
I think the night before as well, he found out Courtney Love was cheating on him as well,
Yeah, so
and
like
that's why he did that song.
everything that he was going through, it just adds to that moment
You
and
can
that
see
one
it
clip.
in his face.
Yeah, and I will die on the hill that says that MTV Unplugged Nirvana is the greatest live
I
performance of
honestly
all
think
time.
any MTV of any band is
Yeah, they are incredible.
insane.
Like
you-
Pearl Jams as well.
Pearl
that is
Jam,
phenomenal.
Alice
Biffy
in
Clyro's
Chains
is one of my
as well.
favourites.
Yeah,
That
and
was
Stone Temple
amazing.
Pilots.
Yeah.
Because you see the other side to them. Because when they're
Yeah.
on stage, they've got all this energy and all this passion, but when it's all stripped back to the bare music, it lets something else flourish.
It's
that they
like
don't often show.
live performances is cocaine, the MTV is weed.
Yeah, 100%. That's a wonderful way to describe it. Yeah, wonderful.
So you've played a lot of live shows. What have been your favourite so far?
Oh,
Scamfest.
I do actually
Oh,
like
God.
Scamfest, but just the last
I didn't
one
think that was
wasn't
gonna. I
great.
didn't think that was
Um,
gonna come up, to be honest. But would we like to tell the story from the last one? then?
No, not really. To be
No.
honest,
for those who know, you know. That's all we can say. That's all we can say.
there was a harmed child.
Just going up, I'd say Boulevard. Always Boulevard.
Boulevard,
because-
you always get people who enjoy it though.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the thing.
it.
My mum was
It's
there.
that
Exactly, his mum was there. Like,
My mum is this little 60-year-old woman. But see her in Boulevard, it was something else.
Yeah.
And she was right at the front there as well, just going, Andrew, here, smile for the camera. And I was like, I'm about for a shred on the guitar, mum.
Trying to be all rock star. and
Yeah.
like-
Wave to the camera. Just smile a bit.
But that's it. It's in
Brilliant.
Boulevard. It's the hometown. It's because Boulevard really is the only venue in the middle of Wigan where you can play, other than like Fatbird and stuff like that. But with Boulevard, it's the only venue that fits us. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
always
we-
get
it's-
a big crowd. You
yeah.
always get people who you know there. And I mean, we literally had a mosh pit.
We did.
In
We had a mosh
Boulevard.
pit, and that was great.
Yeah, we had people slamming into each other during Blind Eye. And if you don't go to a gig and form a mosh pit, there were 2 people. It was a 2-person mosh pit,
Yeah.
but it was still phenomenal. It was great. It's what we need. It's what you want. You
Are we
know?
playing again soon?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we
We're
are.
playing again 21st of March.
21st
You've
of
also
March.
had mosh pits at Soto as well, haven't you? Which is
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's a bit of a.
Let's not talk about
Let's
Soto.
Let's move on quickly from that. What would you be the dream venue to play?
Download Festival.
We've had some weird answers,
Yeah.
but Download?
For me, Download Festival, Apex Stage.
Oh, Download is insane, yeah.
Because like my dad went there for Monsters of Rock when it was that back in
Yeah.
the 80s. Like we were there a couple of years ago, weren't we, for the 20th anniversary. It's something else.
I don't know.
good
What?
answer.
Like, I love playing festivals because it's just like, I don't know, you're just playing to people who don't actually really care. Like, I
They're
don't
just
know.
there
It's
for the
just,
good time.
yeah.
And just like
and then I'm gonna be like that answer, but Deaf Institute, it's just cool.
Yeah.
It literally just is
and I
cool.
suppose it's intimate enough, isn't it, that you
Yeah.
know you can still see people in the crowd.
And I can't remember where we saw Idols. Where did they play?
Apollo.
Yeah,
Apollo?
Yeah,
that's
Apollo.
a sick venue
It's a good
as well.
venue.
I'd have to say either Pompeii, like Pink Floyd did, or Band on the Wall.
Yeah, that's
Sheffield.
cool in there.
It's such a sick little venue. It's small, it's intimate, but it's also like it's got an upper deck. And
Yeah, it is cool.
I played there once in a band when I was like 14, 15. And it was a battle of the bands, and the drummer from Elbow turned to me and went, "You were good, you lad." I didn't get an award. He said I was good. So it made me
Good
feel
enough.
Good enough.
Thanks, man.
I think Gilmore Street as well, the punk place
Yeah.
in America,
Oh, yeah.
because that's where like so many punk bands were like made famous, like Operation Ivy and Green Day. That's where they got their start. Like that would be sick.
Yeah. What are you saying, Joe?
I don't know. Like I think Castlefield Ball. I'd quite like to see it.
Yeah.
Like I went seeing Pixies there a year or two back. It's that sort of festival atmosphere,
It's outdoor. But
outdoor, and there's like the sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, like theatre type thing, but it's still small enough so you're playing to your crowd. But
Honestly, Robin Park as well.
Yeah.
I
In
don't know
Wigan.
what that is.
It's the local rugby ground.
Oh
or
right,
football
yeah.
ground,
Yeah.
'cause
That's where Richard Ashcroft
Yeah,
played last
they've
year.
only very recently
Noel
started.
Gallagher as well.
Aye, only
All
very
your
recently
favourites.
started
All my
hosting
favourites.
people and hosting bands. But I think it'd be great to play my hometown stadium.
I was gonna say I'm not from
Yeah.
there.
Like, so,
I corrected it. Yeah,
like,
I
or
corrected it.
the DW as well in AOL,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
the Verve played AOL way back when. And that was an amazing gig. Like I weren't there.
Yeah, they need to
but-
bring that back, don't they?
Yeah.
They need to bring
Just playing
it
at
Hay
Hay Hall.
Festival. There.
They started doing festivals at Hay Hall now, don't they? Like end of every month, they do like a big food
Right.
festival.
They need to do a music
Pretty
festival. The Northwest Connection Hay Hall
bring it
Music
back.
Festival.
Bring it back. What's
Say it.
have we hit 45 minutes yet?
No, 45 minutes is the optimum. We're aiming for that.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
sweating.
Oh yeah.
It's warm in here though.
It's just my intense body heat.
I
It
can feel it.
radiates. Do you want me?
Well,
I'm
thank
going
you.
to come
Oh, no.
with the fun questions now because I've got a feeling that this is going to take up the rest of the time.
Here we go.
What was the worst music you used to listen to as a child?
Phone's
I
coming
don't
out.
want to answer that actually.
Um,
I know what it is, but I don't want to say it.
Come on.
worst music.
No.
What,
It's
hold
awful.
on. Define your
Yeah.
parameters.
The
What?
worst.
Why is there a parameter?
You're saying the worst. You mean like they are terrible musicians, or oh my god, I can't believe I used to listen to that.
Oh my god, I can't believe I used to listen to that.
My favourite song as a child was what's it called? The one where it's Peter Kay.
Amarillo.
Is this the way to Amarillo? I used to absolutely pop to Is This the Way to Amarillo? And then Jimmy Savile makes an appearance.
That's why I like it.
And it's like, whoa. Do you know my mum met Jimmy Savile?
Yeah, that's a mad thing.
So
That
my mum used to do Morris dancing, right? And they played at this festival, and it was like just a big bowl basically, and all the kids were like pottering about. She was a child at the time. Makes the story even worse.
It's the time to meet him.
It's the time. And the heavens.
Can we
opened.
actually publish this story?
Yeah, it's fine.
all right,
It's fine. The heavens opened and it started absolutely pissing it down to the point you couldn't see 2 meters in front of you. And obviously, all kids scatter, right? And so my mum and her mate are just holding hands, crying in the middle of this fucking thunderstorm, right? This big, massive security guard comes out of nowhere, puts one under each arm and runs to a tent, drops him and runs off. And when she clears the water out of her eyes, she's like, oh my God. That's Banana and Jimmy Savile. And it's like she was just stood in a tent with him. You right? You know? And he was there. Oh, yeah. But no, I'm only joking. But, you know, Is This the Way to Amarillo? That was the top tune.
That's
back
still
in
a
the
good
day.
song. I got stuck in a lift
is a
to that
tune.
song.
What?
right, this is a story. What?
Right, Joe.
When I was living in Manchester, me and my mate had just gone from the gym, which was on the bottom floor. We're going, obviously, blasting Amarillo, because why not? Perfect lift song, I've been told. So then we started, doing that, and then we did it at the same time, and it's like, "Kukum." I've still got the bit. We're in about 45 minutes. He's called Luke. And yeah, he's like going, I'm gonna call the fire brigade. I was like, don't do that. Just he's like starting to panic. But it was the oh no, both at the same time. You're like, what happened? We went, we don't know.
I don't know.
Just stopped.
How did you get out?
Where they had to call a security man.
He's there prying the doors open.
Yeah.
And as he opens
we had
it,
to-
Is This the Way to Amarillo gets considerably louder. We've been stuck here for 45 minutes.
I'll find the video. It's great.
My God, please, please.
Oh wow.
The only problem with this question, it did start as what was the worst music. I imagine Joe still listens to it.
Yeah, I have no shame. I think music's music. If you enjoy it, you should. Like, I still listen to all like the, I don't know what you call it, like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, all that sort of stuff. Taylor Swift.
I can't confirm.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
If you
A
enjoy
little bit
a
One
song, it's
Direction
good.
every now and then.
Yeah, a little bit of One
Spice
Direction every
Girls.
now and again. Yeah. I've got a little soft spot for Mumford and Sons as well. I mean, you know, proper like 2010 millennial.
That's 6
like,
months of
folk,
yeah.
where there's always a ho, hey, in every song. They've always got some strange bandana on. There's a banjo. Like, it's just class. Genuinely, it's great. I went watching Marcus Mumford, and here we are.
No, this is later on.
We'll try and put that on our stories.
We had to fill the time, so we just enjoy it. We'll be late for tea.
We'll you can send that to Trelf, and he will put that video in
Yeah,
just as
we'll put it.
context.
Are we still talking about the worst music?
Go on.
But when I was younger, I used to listen to chipmunk versions of songs.
Oh, that is great.
So
Just pitched up
yeah.
like OG Nine.
But like as a kid, I was thinking like, oh my god, I can't believe the Chipmunks have recorded so much music here. But then when I grew up, I was like, oh, so this is how they did it. Pitch up. That's how they got the Chipmunks to record. But then looking back on it, it was like I also used to listen to Lost Prophets. Less said about them, the better.
Yeah, no,
Well,
another
just Ian
Jimmy
Watkins,
Savile
innit?
fucking hell.
But that first album, though, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Worth it.
when I was clearing out my mum's house, I found one of the CDs and I was like, shit, get rid of that.
What are you saying, Libstar?
This is too shameful.
Say it
Say
now.
it.
I thought you used to like K-pop and stuff like
That
that.
was it.
Oh.
She used to like K-pop.
You
Yeah.
a stan.
Yeah. Proper as well.
That's the worst.
It's awful. I regret my life decisions.
Do you regret going to see them in Wembley?
No, that was sick.
Oh my god, Libby.
He just got outed there, bro.
Right, who doesn't want to go to a gig where there's two inflatable, like, silver tigers on the stage?
To be fair,
and,
that
like,
sounds badass.
fireworks and everything.
That does sound
Sick.
badass.
Is that what we need?
The performance was
Yeah.
amazing, but I just wouldn't.
Yeah, but Michael coming
yeah.
out riding those inflatables.
Listen,
Yeah.
you've heard about Rammstein shows, haven't you? The inflatable penis that shoots out foam.
Oh my god, yeah. During a song called Sex. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
I
great.
don't know which band it is, but they have their drummer on a roller coaster
Hold on.
and he flips upside down.
I mean, I've seen
I've already
the
had
one with
enough
Slipknot.
gigs where I've had to hold in sick. I'm not-
Oh yeah, when they get Joey Jordison. Yeah.
Slipknot's old drummer used to be on this platform, and
And he-
it'd rotate
Yeah.
and then go up like that, so he'd be playing like horizontal, and then it'd turn upside down and be like, what the fuck? Okay, now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not that though. They had like an actual roller coaster put in
That's
for
mega.
like one of the shows, and he
That is
actually went
mega.
on a roller coaster.
If you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's what I
Joe
call
would go
music
with
72.
Now Christmas.
Oh,
I'm
maybe.
taking a guess at that's what I call
And
music
we can't have
72.
a greatest hits.
No,
Oh.
I think In Rainbows by Radiohead.
Nice choice.
Yeah.
We get so many bands around here influenced by Radiohead. Really,
I think
do.
if you're a band that likes alt rock, you're gonna be
Do you know, I've
whether
never,
directly or indirectly.
never got into Radiohead. I know Creep.
Loser.
Yeah, but like indirectly, the bands that you like somewhere
Yeah,
along
will
you
have
yeah.
been
like
influenced
it.
by Radiohead.
But then again, you could say that about any band, couldn't you? Like Nirvana, Pixies, Bowie, all that sort of thing. It's all.
It all leads back to the
Yeah.
Beatles,
Yeah.
though, doesn't it?
But you
Well,
go back to
exactly.
In Rainbows.
It would either. I know you said no greatest hits, but
Greatest
MTV,
hits.
MTV Unplugged Nirvana.
It's not a greatest
That's
hits
what I
though.
mean, 'cause it's technically not
It's
a
just a
greatest
live
hits, yeah.
album.
It's a
After
live
that
album.
stuff's not even theirs, is it?
No, exactly. That's why, and it's like, you know, it's just the fact they decided to cover it, either that or Toxicity, System of a Down. I think it's one of the most perfect albums ever. Like it's got the aggression, but also the like the funk, you know. You're telling
All
me
the songs are like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because it'll just be like that is
Terracotta Pie.
Terracotta
Wow.
Pie. You know,
That is the perfect explanation of a
Because
system of a
the
day.
thing is, it's just some like it's. Funnily enough, it's what you'd imagine a chipmunk dances to, and then it's don't believe the government, fix the prisons, chipmunk music. You know, it's
Have you
great.
seen him be served a banana terracotta pie?
No,
He's amazing. It's the greatest video I've ever watched. Someone cooked it for him, and he was like, wow. And it's
wow.
brilliant. You need to go and watch it.
I will.
It's so good.
One
Where
album.
is beef?
I mean, I literally have American Idiot tattooed on my arm.
Listen,
So-
it is one of the most perfect
Yeah.
concept albums. ever.
It'd either be that or sticking with the theme of concept albums, The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Oh, aye.
Because
Oh, aye.
the guitar solos on that are just impeccable, and then you've got like the dynamic range between
Yeah.
like
it was ranked,
the,
wasn't it?
the songs.
Comfortably Numb is the greatest guitar solo
Yeah.
of all time.
Like that second solo in it is just Gilmore just having fun.
I would disagree. I would say that Mother is a better guitar solo. Genuinely.
Each to their own opinions,
You know, knife to my
but
neck
you're
and that,
wrong.
but-
Like it is just comfortably numb. Like the second solo in that, plus the extended version that he does when he plays in.
The best
I think he
solos
played
when
in
you run
Pompeii in
off stage.
2016, and he does an extended solo,
Run
and it
into a
is
shank.
beautiful.
Yeah.
If you got to go on.
I don't know. I think I love Tang. I think it is perfect.
Tang is a great album.
And
don't
I
know what
also
that is.
like
You got a T-shirt on show.
Oh,
You got a T-shirt with it actually on.
I thought you said tang, like tang-fastic. I was like, I don't know what that is. I was going for a quiet word with Michael. I was like, what is that?
just look at your left ear, it's fine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it is a good album. I was like,
It's
what's
alright, I
tang?
wow.
But then again, I'm one of those who always has to have a devil's advocate opinion, and I would say Brutalism's a better album.
I don't know.
I just love the production on the last album.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, you are right though, the production is much better, but I think how raw it is and how there is just anger.
Yeah.
That's all that album is anger.
Yeah.
And I think it captures it so well.
I think
But obviously it's your opinion.
I can't remember if it's called Hope or High as Hope, but Florence and the Machine as well. That's also what I would label as a perfect album. It's just everything that you'd want.
There's so many like perfect albums out there, and it can stem from like Michael Jackson's Thriller to Slipknot, like Subliminal Verses. Like there's so many like over a wide range of music as well.
Yeah.
It's like if we had an album, that'd be a perfect album because it's us.
Well,
Wait for it.
It's coming.
What about
If
you? Tool?
It would be 10,000 Days.
Freak. I knew it would be.
Yeah. If you had played a massive show like Glastonbury, what would be the band's walk-on song to get you pumped up? What would be playing as you?
Thomas the Tank Engine. No.
Wombling Merry Christmas.
for the sick, the right.
Got to be a Christmas song.
I actually think
Oh my god, do you know, I actually do think it would be a Christmas song.
We'd go on dressed as the Wombles.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have that one. Or that one either.
See, it's
That'd be so cool because no one would expect it.
Have
and
you
then
have
come
you
out.
seen My Chemical Christmas? And it's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I think I have
But then
seen
when
that,
it
yeah.
kicks
Oh, yeah.
in, it goes into
Yeah.
When I
Parade.
was
And I think that would be perfect because then it's like a mix of everything. It's got your Christmas and
Yeah.
our emo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's-
Great.
to be fair,
Is that the split of the band?
Yeah.
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 I went watching Motionless in White the other week, and they're like a heavy metal core band. Their walkout song was Sandstorm, The Rude.
Oh my god.
So you had like
Wouldn't expect that, would you?
yeah, you had almost 1,000 metalheads just being like metal shows are the
Amazing.
best place because it turns into a rave at some point. It turns into a pop show at some point.
There's always a random ABBA song that comes on.
Yeah.
And it always pops off.
Yeah.
There's always, like you say, 1,000 people, some of the burliest men you've ever seen in your life, about to beat the shit out of each other in a mosh pit, going, Waterloo, Waterloo. Always it turns into like a 40-year-old woman's birthday party, and it is great. Everyone's white wine drunk. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
What's your current song that's on repeat? What have you listened to
I'll tell you
recently?
what.
Get your phones
Let
out
me
if
grab
you need
Spotify
to.
and I'll see
I
what it
don't-
is.
How do you see that? You're gonna have to. You're gonna have
It's probably
to.
going to be embarrassing.
Oh no.
Everyone's looking at their phones.
Fungi,
Mine-
Lemon
Help me.
Is Bite My Tongue by Wilt, just because I found it and it is an exceptional riff. But also, my second is TV Off by Kendrick Lamar, because I'm a massive rap fan, and I think, I don't know, just the fact that he screams mustard is great.
Right now, it's Gimme Shelter, Rolling Stones. Just because of
Tune.
those headphones, I was just like, I can't stop
Tune.
at all.
Man's Celebration song by Holding Absence. They're a really good band, and it's just one of those songs. Like his voice is just one of those voices that you just want to have sex with, you know.
Like, is it like you could sleep on a bed of his voice? Or
Like
is it
Otis
like
Redding.
you're so rough that you can't? Yeah.
It's more like if you was on a roller coaster, that's the voice that you want to
Right,
have,
okay,
you know.
Okay.
I need to shout them out as well, but my second one on repeat is For a Living by Red Clogs.
Oh,
Big up Red
is
Clogs.
Brilliant. Absolutely Red.
Big up Red Clogs.
What?
There you go, Red
Get
Clogs.
supporting you. Oh, you can support us.
Got new material coming soon, apparently. How about you, Joe? Christmas songs?
No. Colours by Black Pumas. Which
Not familiar with Black Pumas.
it's like, I think it was like 2019 when they released that. There's an album of it and it sounds like 80s, maybe earlier, like just pure Motown and that soul sound. It's really, really good. But worth a listen.
If there was the band was to be sponsored by a fast food chain, which would it
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco
I've
Bell.
never had it.
Well,
I
we're
don't
not
like
having
it.
Yo Sushi.
I didn't like it.
Joe?
Well, I think it'd have to be McDonald's,
Stage
wouldn't
for
it?
Yo Sushi.
We go
Oh,
every week.
yeah,
It has
it
to.
has to be Mackey's.
It has to be Mackey's. We
I
go every
go
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we go every Wednesday. It's a
Right,
after
Mackey's,
practice
it's your
special.
time.
And what would the Kubrick meal deal?
Oh my
Include-
god, what a question! Where we pulled these out from? It's great! Oh my, what would the meal
It's
deal
got
be?
mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks, yeah.
Mozzie
Yeah.
sticks.
Right, hold on. Derailing this for a second. I'm going to expose him, right? Mozzarella sticks, right? When you shorten mozzarella, what do you shorten it to?
Mozzie?
Mozzie. Not fucking mozzie, right? Not like some yarn brand
See, nah.
in a haberdashery. Right?
Wait.
It's mozzie.
All right.
It sounds Australian. I'll have some mozzie sticks there, lad.
Right,
No,
but-
I'll have some mozzie. Like, fucking hell, you turn Italian? Or some random, like, Polish dude? Mozzie. No. Mozzarella, mozzie.
Right, you
One-
just said it.
One,
Mozzarella.
it is Italian.
Mozzie.
And two, Mozzie stick sounds like it's made of flies.
Exactly.
Right. No, it doesn't. Sounds like mozzarella,
I-
mozzarella.
I'm not-
Listen, you get some people that call it mozzarella. They're wrong, but a mozzie stick,
Nah, it's
not a
Mozzie.
mozzie stick. Mozzie stick sounds like a disease, right? And I can't be having that.
I just don't.
I disagree.
shorten
It's
We'd
not
have
that long.
mozzie sticks, though.
It's not that long, is it?
I know.
I mean, I'm mainly short on it to get that kind of reaction because it's funny.
Mozzie stick. But I need your support right now. I can't handle it.
Right. Well,
Mozzie, it sounds like an STD.
well, we'll start with those.
I can't believe we're
That's the
already
starter.
Jesus.
We're making a fast food into a 3-course meal.
Go, Libby.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to anything.
Yours would probably be nuggets.
I know. I just always get nuggets.
It's all
with
going to be beige.
the garlic mayo.
It's all
Has to
gonna
be
be
garlic mayo.
Yeah, because you don't like fries.
No. No.
Are you putting fries in there?
This
I
is
don't
the,
know. I don't
this
know.
is the Kubrick meal deal, remember?
I like.
Exactly. It's why it's beige.
Well, no, to be fair, right, I would say we couldn't have fries because Libby doesn't like fries. So I will respect her decision and say we've reclaimed the mozzie sticks
Mozza.
as the fries, right? We'll have nuggets. How many nuggets?
9.
9 nuggets, appropriate number.
You have to have
and
the
I'd
garlic
probably
mayo.
I'd throw in there plain triple cheeseburger, no
Oh.
sauce.
They always have something plain.
Damn straight. I'm not messing with no gherkins or onions or weird
No, you
sauce
have to have
thing.
it all
Give
on
me
it.
some cheese, lads.
See, nah,
That's all you
I-
need. That's
I-
all the sauce you need. Listen, right?
I agree with the
It-
gherkins
I
and
just-
with the
I-
onions.
You just ruined Mackey's.
What do you mean I've ruined Mackey's? You're putting too much Fadazzle on it, and I'm not having it.
Yeah,
I'm not having
I
it.
agree. A burger is a burger. You just want the patty, a bit of cheese, but
Damn
you need some
no.
sauce on there, bro.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
If you wanted
You need some sauce. It's too
Oh,
dry
Right,
otherwise.
hold on. This is right. This is another thing.
This is why nothing gets done.
I detest when sauce is on stuff. It's different when it's part of the meal. Like if it's a pizza, I understand that's what
It
makes
is
it
part
a
of
pizza.
the
But
meal.
it is part of the meal.
Right? However, chips, nuggets, what have you, no, right? Because who says that I want to have sauce on every single one of those chips that I eat?
Me.
You know what I mean? But why? Why would you do that?
Tasty.
Why would you pour it on? Hold on.
Extra
Here's another
flavour.
thing. You're making it soggy. Fuck that. They're meant to be crispy, right? But no, you're adding some sog.
Mackey's chips are soggy anyway.
Not when you get them good, right? Really, they come and they have that crunch there, right? But when they do it well, right? But this is the thing, put it on the side, dip it, choose how much you want, choose when you want it. That's the same for everything. You do not need sauce on a burger. If you wanted sauce, have it on the side, dip it in, because
No,
the
dip
burger
a
tastes good
burger
enough
in
on its
sauce.
own. You
What,
do not
put
require
bacon?
sauce on every single bit.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. No, you
Yeah,
don't.
but you can't dip a burger. It's not gonna.
My
fit.
G.
If you get a
Course
good
you
enough
can.
corner on it,
Take
yeah.
a bite, take a
Yeah, but
bite,
this
But I
bang,
want my
bang. in.
first bite to have
This is
sauce
the
on it.
Kubrick
Then
meal
pour it on a little
deal,
bit.
so you could have a special tray to dip.
Or,
Okay. I
Does
should
that-
have
Long.
garlic mayo from Mackey's.
Does that mean I'm stuck with just ordering sauce?
No,
then?
Nah, you've got the warm milk.
Is that my choice?
No,
Oh,
can-
you have to
can
have
choose-
Joe's
hold on,
warm
we've
milk.
Joe's got the
got
warm
three.
milk.
Joe's
Joe's warm milk, yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah, and a
Right,
sachet of
warm
milk, please.
The warm milk is a single sachet of milk that's been kept in someone's pocket for roughly 48 hours.
Yeah.
That
then
is what
consumed.
provides
Yeah.
The warm
Yeah.
milk. It would be an absolute logistical nightmare to provide. But my God, Joe's warm milk.
All the staff
There's
would
your
have to have
sauce.
loads of.
There's your sauce.
I don't
Put
want
Joe's
sauce.
warm milk on the burger.
You don't want sauce on your
don't
burger,
like
but you want
milk.
hot milk.
That's not even hot.
I
body.
would rather that than ketchup.
Chunky milk.
Hold on, right? This
Either
is-
way,
no,
it's
just
curdled,
chunky,
innit?
UHT, it's fine. It's ultra heat processed, ultra heat treated. You know what I mean? Yeah,
All the
they got there
words.
in the end, right? But milkshake, right? Dip it in. Do you know what I did once? I got a plain cheeseburger and I got a 99p cone and I had ice cream on my burger. And do you know what it was? Fucking
To be
fantastic.
fair, a burger dipped in strawberry milkshake was divine, and the
Oh!
chicken as well.
I can understand the dip, but this is a man that just said he didn't want sog near
Yeah.
his burger.
No,
And then
not
you've just-
constantly.
You just put ice cream on it.
Yeah, but the Mr. Whippet, it's basically plastic, right? You know what I mean?
It's like that makes it better.
Charles'
There's
face
no-
is like, what the fuck is
there's
this
no
man
way
chatting
that-
about?
What you having, lad?
Warm milk.
Right, okay.
Body temperature milk.
Yeah.
This fucking
Maybe
conversation has
some-
got me heated.
And some gherkins and sauce to that.
No, why would you have that? Why would you have just some cucumber soaked in vinegar? It's ridiculous. It's like,
Nah.
A little stack on the side.
See, nah, this is why I'll
like
agree with
coins.
Michael. Gherkins and onions, get in the bin.
Put it in the
John,
trolley.
some
Asda.
That's another thing. Onions, can't abide them. How the fuck can something be soft, hard, crunchy, and squishy at the same time?
I'm
Breaks my head.
convinced you've had the wrong onion.
No. I've had
Yeah.
the onion that my mum put in every single bolognese and it was wank.
By the way, I've thought of a song for my WWE entrance.
Hey.
Go on.
Ghost by Wage War.
Hey, there we go.
Because it's got that like suspenseful intro, and then it
Wow.
just kicks in, and it's just like you know some shit's about to go down.
I'd like to change mine to egg sausage, chips and beans rather than hot pots.
That, yeah.
Right, I've got some quick fire questions now.
Okay.
Quick
I'm
fire.
not very quick.
Vinyl or streaming?
Vinyl.
Streaming. I can't take a vinyl round, can I?
It's more
I have to
convenient.
think
I listen
about
to
that
music all
too
the time.
much.
Yeah.
I like the sound of vinyl more, but
Then you
I
were
just
vinyl.
want
But you
it to be easy.
What about in your car and stuff? You're not gonna have a
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no. So-
Night gigs or daytime festivals?
Night gigs,
Night gigs, everyone's pissed. We sound better.
Big festivals or intimate gigs?
big festivals.
Big festivals.
Harry Potter or Star Wars?
Harry Potter.
Potter.
Star Wars.
Harry Potter, absolutely.
We're on the fence.
Star Wars.
I'd have to go with
Here.
Hello, Hermione!
Listen, you fat oaf, I'm not a fucking
These are all-
wizard.
These are all just sound bites. It's not real.
Hello, Hermione!
Bacon frazzles or onion rings?
Bacon frazzles.
Onion rings.
You love onion.
I don't like bacon frazzles.
Right, they do taste like plastic.
Bacon frazzles are the best.
Onion rings.
Hold on, actually. Not bacon frazzles, the bacon flavour crisps.
Well, you're
fries.
changing the question
No,
there, mate.
You're getting the. You're getting the.
To be
Never
honest,
mind what
I
you
don't
get-
you're getting your
either
claw
of
white
those
man pub, yeah.
choices,
Bacon
but
fries. What?
Don't like either of those choices.
Well, you're just ridiculous.
What?
Right, go on.
Onion rings.
The very last question. A mystery meat milkshake or a meat feast pizza with a toothpaste sauce?
A mystery meat milkshake.
Right.
That's a winner.
Right.
I can't remember. Well, I don't know what the other option was.
Meat feast pizza with toothpaste sauce.
When you say mystery meat, right? What kind? What is the texture? Is it smooth or chunky?
It's
Thick
a milkshake,
with
isn't
the
it?
odd chunk.
So,
What size straw am I getting?
Oh no, you
like
have
a
to.
boba straw.
I'd have that with my
You
burgers.
having- No.
I'm
I'll
sure
have
they
a
served
pizza.
that when I was at school. To be
I'll have
fair.
I'm
See,
going
now,
with
I don't
pizza as
think
well.
mint would go well with a meat feast.
Yeah, but at least on a pizza you can scrape it off.
Yeah, but
No,
minted
can't
lamb.
eat it.
Not a fan of minted lamb.
I fucking love minted
I'm
lamb.
going with pizza. I'd rather not have a chunky meat milkshake.
At least then I'm
Chunky meat
dictating what chunks
milkshake.
of meat go into my mouth, rather than this mystery meat. You
Yeah,
don't know
no,
what
don't you
meat
know
it
what
is.
it is?
It could be the
Mystery
scabby
meat.
dog, or it could be a cow. You don't know.
Just mystery.
Two good options.
Good enough for me, that bottle.
Get in there.
Well, thanks for coming down.
That's
Thanks
all
for
right,
having
Joe,
us.
thanks for having
Thank
us,
you.
lad.
And
You've
where
got
can we see
nothing
you
from
soon at
us.
the Boulevard.
Boulevard, yeah,
Bye,
21st of
Boulevard.
March.
Get yourself down to Boulevard. When is it?
21st of March.
21st of March. Get down to Boulevard. It's on a Friday, so you can get pissed.
Yeah, finish
Yeah.
work, get straight
I'll
to the
be
Bealer.
there.
Buzzing.
I would hope so.
Thanks
We-
again.
We will be there.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh,
Bye.
wait, we've got to end it. Yeah, he's doing it! Joe!
I don't.
Oh, I ask.
Can't even log on to the laptop.